Brother Nashi, please hide my name. I am a 19-year-old student at the University of Joburg, UJ in brackets, emoji at the front. I am in my second year of study. I come from a small town in the Free State and I came here to Joburg to study. When I arrived in Joburg, I just wanted to finish my studies and hopefully get a job here in Gauteng. And I started being friends with some of the girls, those ones, the ones that you know. I wanted to be like one of those cool girls that you see on Insta, the ones who always wear the best clothes. And I just wanted to enjoy life because I am coming from a background. My parents, they go to the Seventh Day Adventist Church. You can mention the name of the church. It does not matter. So coming to Joburg, it's like it has given me some form of freedom. I only go to church when my mom has visited me here in Gauteng. Then we go together to the church. But when my mom is not around, I just do whatever that I want to do. Since I'm friends with these girls and they started to take me to different clubs and to different parties, something that my mom does not even know. If my mom will ever find out about this, I am sure that my mom, she is going to die. Like, I'm telling you the truth. She will never ever believe that her daughter, the one that she loves a lot, she will end up doing that, going to a club. My mom, to this very day, she still thinks that maybe I have never been with a man in bed. She honestly believes it because she is always talking about me keeping myself until I would have gotten a man that will marry me, and then I can do what I want with the man after we would have had our wedding. She does not know that her daughter has a huge body count, and I do not want this story to get to my mom because I feel so sorry for him with all of the sacrifices that my mom has been doing for me. So, bro, when I came here, I started to hang around with the wrong crowd. And because of peer pressure, I started wanting to be like those girls that were giving me the same pressure. Even when I would go home, when I got an iPhone from my first boyfriend that I was dating, when I went back home, I had to hide it because I was scared that my mother will end up finding out that I have a phone that she did not buy for me and I was using a Mobicel. So I would take pictures, then send those pictures to the Mobicel, and then I would hide my iPhone. It was in early 2024 when I met a man. He's a Nigerian guy. He is older than I am. And this man, what I liked about him is that he does not look like a criminal. He looks nice and he has like a nice lifestyle. He does not do drugs, even though he drinks, but there are times when he complains that I even drink more alcohol than he does, yet he is the man in the relationship. And he treats me, what I liked about him from the start was that he started to treat me as if I was like a queen, picking me up from the residence where I am staying. I'll just say that I am staying in Auckland Park just to hide my identity and my privacy. And he would take me to a nice restaurant or a hotel where we will have a nice lunch and then we will hit the bed after that. He bought for me an iPhone and he upgraded from the iPhone that I was using the time when I met him because I was not using like a latest model iPhone at that time when I met him, and he bought for me a new iPhone 15 and he paid for my hair, my nails, taking care of me. And then that was when I told my cousin about this. My cousin, she was like, you need to be careful about the Nigerians. She is the one that has been giving me advice as for now. That is why I want advice from someone else who is not related to me, because I think that maybe my cousin, she might be giving me bad advice, because as for now, my cousin has been telling me that I am supposed to dump this Nigerian guy like for good. As for now, we are on separation. We are separated, even though he has promised me that he would continue to give me money even though we are no longer staying together and we are not like dating. But he said that he is a good man. He wants me to have the best life, so he will continue to take care of me. But as a man, there are times when he will start to send me messages like, I miss you, I'm spending money on you, can you please come to my place so that we can be together? Hence, I need to make a decision, and I need to make this decision once and for all, so that if I return back to him, I return for good. And if I do not, I do not return to him, and I just delete him from my life. And this guy, he told me that he is into investing some foreign money that he invests. I don't understand. And he's also into real estate. He buys houses, upgrades them, then he sells them after 3-4 years, then he can get his profit back. He told me that this is what he does. So everything was perfect, Brother Nashi. I started to notice that this guy, he is not that perfect. By October of 2024, he started acting strange, and whenever I would go to his house, he was always protective. He would only want me to go straight to his bedroom. Like he would say, I am going to cook for you. And when I would try to walk around his apartment, he would refuse. He would say, no, you don't have to go into this room. You don't have to go into that room. So I thought that maybe he was keeping clothes that belonged to some of his other girlfriends. And we had a big fight. It was in November of 2024. When he was fast asleep, that was when I woke up and I grabbed the keys, because he would sleep with the keys underneath his pillow. I then opened the door and I started walking around the apartment because I wanted to see where the hell was he hiding. In my mind, like, I was jealous because I said that maybe he has another woman that comes and stay with him when I am not around. As I was investigating, I did not see anything. All of a sudden, that was when I found out that he was right behind me. He got so mad. I had never seen him so mad like that night. We fought like, I don't know. We were fighting. He pushed me and he threatened to even beat me up just because I had been going around and I was looking into each and every room. I said, but I have to know, maybe you are sleeping with someone else. So why are you so mad at me? Why he was mad, I really do not even know. And that is when I saw that this guy, he is not as perfect as I thought that he was. Like, he is not so perfect, because I said to myself that this man, he is very perfect in the beginning of our relationship, but I found out that he is not that perfect like the way that I thought. So we fought. Then 2025 came around the corner and the rules were always there. Him telling me that he does not want me to do ABC when I am at his apartment, and I am not someone who likes rules, who enjoys to follow rules, because all of my life growing up, all that I have been doing is following rules. Me dating this Nigerian, it is because I was trying to break free from those rules of my parents, and now he is like a parent to me, always telling me what to do. I do not want you to do this and that. So it was in 2025. That was when I saw something that I could not even understand whether it was a topology or not. I need advice. We were in the bedroom as always. I don't cook. I don't do anything. When I go to his apartment, I'm like in a prison cell, locked in his bedroom. He orders food. We don't cook. Even if I stay for 2 weeks with him, the only time that I see the apartment is when I am leaving. We are going to the mall to buy something. Then we come back. We drop everything in the kitchen. Then we go straight to his bedroom. He locks up and he keeps the key. So we were busy watching a movie, and on that day we were in the lounge. I don't know why, but he wanted us to be in the lounge, and I started to tell him that I was seeing a moving shadow. He just switched off the TV and he said, let us go and continue watching Netflix in bed. Then we went to bed. We were lying in his bedroom. that was when I dropped off my earring. When I dropped my earring, it rolled under the bed. This man, he jumped as if there was an armed robber that had entered into the apartment, and he said, no, no, do not worry. I am going to find it for you. You should stay in bed. You are going to hurt your knees. This was a guy that has just finished sleeping with me whilst I was kneeling down on the carpet. And now he was telling me that if I just look down whilst on my knees, I am going to hurt my knees. I just pretended as if he was being romantic, but deep down I knew that there was something that was wrong. And I said, why is it that this man, he is always protective, like he's always protective of something in his apartment? I said, okay, it's fine. One night, this was in 2025, last year, then I looked underneath his bed when he was fast asleep. Brother Nashi, I saw that under the bed there was a shoebox, and inside this shoebox there was a green snake that I saw very well because I dragged it slowly and then I heard a hissing sound. I looked only once and I could not continue looking because I was scared of the hissing sound, and I saw that it was a green snake that is thick, not very long. It is just short, such that it can fit into that shoebox. I just pushed it back and I went back to bed. It did not even wake up. I then told him a couple of days after that, when I had returned back to the place where I am staying right now, and I told him that I saw a snake underneath the bed. He then said that it was a joke, and he lied to me that he wanted to buy something that was nice for me. And he came and he picked me up. We went to the mall and he said, let us just order some food. We ordered some food and then we grabbed the takeaway and we returned back to his apartment. The moment that we were in his bedroom, he then slapped me. That is why I have left him. For the first time, he slapped me really hard and he said, why were you looking underneath my bed? I told you that I don't like a woman that snoops around. I was crying and I told him that I saw a snake under the bed. He changed, like he became a wild animal, the way that he was screaming at me. And he said, you know what, babe, I'm so sorry. I have become violent with you, but it is you who is to be blamed. You were never supposed to look under the bed. You're not supposed to do anything. I told you that you will hurt your knees. Please forgive me, my princess. I love you. He said, baby, relax. It is just a pet, and I just love keeping snakes, and I am going to throw away that snakes because I never knew that the snake was going to make you to be afraid. This snake, it is just to protect me. Don't be like a typical South African girl who is scared of everything. So, Brother Nashi, this is what this man told me. He said that this is just a snake, and I told him that I was scared to be with him in that bedroom. Since there is a snake, what if that snake will bite me? And he said, okay, I'm going to throw it away. He got up, and as he was walking out of the bedroom, I followed him because I was afraid to be alone in the bedroom. Then he said, okay, let us drive. We drove to the bushes where he just dumped that snake in the bushes. I started to have dreams. 2 days later, I had a dream. He was telling me that he's going to have an emergency meeting. He had to go to Nigeria. Guess what happened? When I woke up, there were 5 missed calls. I then called him and I said, what is wrong, Chris? And then he said that he had an emergency in his family. He had to go to Nigeria. He was already packing his clothes and he wanted me to accompany him to the airport because I was supposed to come back and park one of his G-Wagon. And I went with him to the airport. I dropped him off and I returned back, and then I parked his car and I returned back to the place where I am staying. I have the keys to the apartment with me. When he came back, I told him that I can't give you back the keys because I want to be the one that can stay in that apartment with you. And he said, no, we can't stay together. Guess what he did? He changed the keys. I know that because I once went there during the day and I tried and I could not open any door. So me and him, we are not together as for now because of the things that I saw in his apartment. The only person that I had told about the things that I saw in the apartment, it is my cousin. So I don't know about my cousin if she is telling me the truth, because my cousin is saying that maybe he's a drug dealer. But my cousin has been saying that she wants me to hook her up with a Nigerian guy who can take care of her. Like, how can I even trust my cousin when she is also in need of a blesser that is going to be taking care of him? It's not like she is neutral. I'm scared that if I dump my boyfriend, the next thing that is going to happen, I'm going to find out that my cousin is now dating a Nigerian, or even dating my same Nigerian guy. I don't know what I will do in that situation. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. I just need advice. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Let us try to speak with him in the comment section. She does not understand what is really going on. She is saying that maybe a Nigerian man is not a ritualist, maybe someone who just loves to keep snakes in his house. But why he did not tell you in the first place? He was supposed to tell you that he has a pet. So let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. I'll be back with another episode. Our dear sister is saying that she is asking for advice. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.